What's up, dudes and dudettes? X-Teen Featurette here. I'm Chris. Today I'm talking about Arrow Video's release of Scalpel. This was sent to me for review, and it was my first time watching it. I watched it about a month ago, so I'm going to be talking about basically my impression of Scalpel after the first time watch. This is all the stuff that I figured stuck around in my brain after, watching it. It's not fresh in my mind at all, so I'll be going over the plot, so spoilers. And then I'll talk a little bit about this Arrow Blu-ray release because it's awesome. And it has a bunch of special features. I watched a couple. First of all, whenever you pop the disc in, you have this choose version. The two versions are Edward Lockman grade, which I believe was the cinematographer, and Arrow grade. So the original 1977 release was done in a style that was a lot of green and yellow hues, which I thought was really cool. That's the version that I watched. Arrow cleaned it up and made it look a little more like normal, like true to life. And that looks good too. I mean, it definitely has a different feel whenever you watch the Arrow version, because I didn't watch the full movie, but I skipped around and like looked at it a little bit because I wanted to see how different, Arrow's version was, how they cleaned it up. I thought that was really cool that you could pick that. You could, choose whether you want that sort of atmosphere to the movie while you're watching it. So, the plot. The story is about a surgeon whose daughter goes missing after the dad has something to do with her boyfriend's disappearance. He disappears, she can't take it, so she runs away in rebellion, pretty much. And it just so happens that the daughter is the heir to, like, a pretty big fortune. I think, like, the grandfather or something leaves, like, a big inheritance to her, but not to the dad. So, the daughter has all this money coming to her, but she's nowhere to be seen. So the dad wants the money. There's this like random go-go dancer that gets pretty beaten up in the face, and the dad sees her and is like, "Oh, you look about to be like my daughter." Basically, like, you look to be her build. You have the same eye color. So he basically says, "Hey, you want to make some cash?" And he chops up her face and makes it look identical to her daughter. I guess the actress that, plays her, she's like a missing person, basically. The go-go dancer, she's like a Jane Doe type thing. So no one knows who she is, blah blah blah. So she basically steals the identity of the daughter and gets the cash. So then, of course, the real daughter shows back up eventually and is like, "Oh, that's weird. Who's this girl that looks just like me?" And that's when things get really interesting, because, up until that point, and there is, like, there's people getting killed and whatever. It's not, like, incredibly, like, gory, but it's kind of like soap opera-y in the way that, is that a word? In the way that, it's really dramatic, and there's a lot of, like, plot points to the story going on, but whenever the daughter gets reintroduced into the picture, and it's like the three of them, the daughter, the dad, and the go-go dancer who stole the daughter's identity, whenever she is reunited with them, it gets really weird, because the dad has like a romantic relationship with the girl that looks identical to his daughter, which is creepy. And then the daughter shows up and she's like super close to her dad, and it's like, what is going on here? It's set in the South, so, no disrespect, but come on, that's a little stereotypical. It was really good, though. I really enjoyed it. See, I don't think I spoiled too much of it, other than the fact that there's, like, some weird love triangle going on. That was creepy as hell. The director, John Grissmer, he only directed one other movie, Blood Rage, after this one, and I've not seen Blood Rage yet, so I don't know. I guess that's like the more popular of these two works of his, but I don't really know anything about it, but from what I gather, it's completely different. There was an introduction from the director, John Grissmer, and I did watch that. It was pretty short and sweet. It was just like, hey, here's a movie that I made that Arrow released, and that was pretty much it. But, it's cool putting a face to the name, I guess. As far as the Blu-ray itself, this is the new artwork. The original artwork is featured on the inside. It's, you know, the reversible deal. The original artwork says he lost the face of the woman he loved, so he gave it to someone else. Pretty much sums it up. Let's get into the special features on this beast. It says, as I already said, the brand new 2K restoration supervised and approved by the director of photography. So Edward Lockman approved the Edward Lockman version that is on this Blu-ray. Then there's the alternate Era Films graded version. This is the HD Blu-ray presentation, original on uncompressed PCM audio in mono, optional English subtitles for the deaf or hard of hearing, which is cool. You know, it's cool to have subtitles. Brand new audio commentary by film historian Richard Harlan Smith. Introduction by writer-director John Grissmer, which I said was short and sweet. It is about all of 10 seconds. The Cutting Edge, a brand new interview with John Grissmer. Dead Ringer, a brand new interview with actress Judith Chapman, who played the daughter and Jane Doe. Southern Gothic, a brand new interview with director of photography Edward Lockman, which I think he calls that, I'm not really familiar with like a lot of cinematography styles, but he called that Southern Gothic, the style that he used with all the yellows and greens and stuff, which this took place in the South. It had like a big plantation house, you know, like it definitely had a Southern feel to it, so that's pretty cool. There's an image gallery, the original theatrical trailer, reversible sleeve featuring the original and newly commissioned artwork by the Twins of Evil. So here's the artwork by the Twins of Evil. So yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a couple interviews on there, which is neat. What I did find weird was that the audio commentary on here is by a film historian. Does anybody know who Richard Harlan Smith is? Because I don't. I don't follow film historians. I'll be honest. You know, maybe this guy's like some really, you know, special guy to write home about. Maybe everybody wants to hear his commentary, but I think that's like really weird. You know, obviously John Grissmer was involved in this release, so you know, I would like to hear him talk over his movie for, you know, all of the 95 minutes or whatever it is. So I think it's really weird that a film historian did the commentary. I'm big on commentary, so that's like, yeah, it's like, what the hell? I'm not gonna watch it, honestly. So, but, you know, if I should know who Richard Harlan Smith is, or whoever he is, let me know, because, I mean, maybe I'm missing out on this commentary here. One final thing that comes with the Arrow release, so you get the cool artwork, the reversible artwork. It comes with this cool book, you know, so of course it comes with a book, but I think that art is, like, really sick. There's the back of the book. And then just take a peek at the inside of the book. It has some pretty cool artwork throughout it. 20th Century Alchemy, John Grissmer's morbid melodramas, Scalpel, A Slice of Death. It's a nice little bonus to get some cool written pieces as well. Books are always neat. So that's pretty much my review. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought that it was a fun one. And I'll be watching it again. It was a good story. I really liked it. I mean, it was a little messed up with the whole father-daughter thing, but hey, you know, what can you do? Thanks for checking out another X-Team feature review. There will be more, so give me a sub, and hey, by the way, thank you for 300 subscriptions. Thanks to each and every one of you for all your support. I really appreciate you sticking around. Don't unsubscribe because I reached this goal. That'd be really mean. And I really appreciate all the conversations that we have, and, you know, talking about movies and stuff. I'm on Instagram. I know some of you dudes talk to me on there, so hit me up and we will continue to chat. I should do something special. I'll do something cool. I'll do like a giveaway or something. How about that? I need to find something cool first, so give me ideas. So anyway, catch you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching.